Trump's presidency is over, says Steve Bannon as he declares war on his enemies by going back to Breitbart hours after being fired and boasts, "I've got my hands on my old weapons." Steve Bannon dramatically proclaimed the Trump presidency over Friday hours after he was fired, and returned to his old role at Breitbart and declared war on his enemies, saying, "I will crush the opposition." Bannon was ousted by the president at the end of a tumultuous week, with his administration roiled by his response to the Charlottesville violence. But it took just hours for the former chief strategist to start a civil war as he named his enemies, West-wing Democrats and establishment Republicans. First he went straight back to being executive chairman of bomb-throwing alt-right website Breitbart, which hailed him as a populist hero. Then he gave a lengthy fist-pumping interview to the Weekly Standard, saying, "I feel pumped up. I've got my hands back on my weapons. I built a effing machine at Breitbart. And now I'm about to go back, knowing what I know, and we're about to rev that machine up. And rev it up we will do." Who the enemies are was crystal clear, as Bannon wasted no time serving notice to those he believes are guilty of killing the Trump presidency that we fought for, and won. That puts Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner and daughter Ivanka Trump, Chief Economic Advisor Gary Cohn, National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, House Speaker Paul Ryan and Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell all firmly in his crosshairs. "We still have a huge movement, and we will make something of this Trump presidency," he said. "But that presidency is over. It'll be something else. And there'll be all kinds of fights, and there'll be good days and bad days, but that presidency is over." His removal from the West Wing opens the way for fighting ideological battles against his West Wing enemies with new vigor and billionaire backing in the form of the Mercer clan, which bankrolls Breitbart. Bannon, 63, will wage his part of the war from the Breitbart embassy, a posh row house on Capitol Hill that houses the news outlet's offices, where he turned up on Friday afternoon. The website immediately hailed him as a populist hero, borrowing the phrase from Matt Drudge, whose Drudge Report first said he was out. The populist nationalist movement got a lot stronger today, Breitbart news editor-in-chief Alex Marlow told the website. Breitbart gained an executive chairman with his finger on the pulse of the Trump agenda. Its CEO and president Larry Solov said, "Breitbart's pace of global expansion will only accelerate with Steve back. The sky's the limit." The net result will move a Bannon civil war from an intramural concern to an inside-outside proposition that will ultimately strengthen his position, but could prove toxic for the White House.